this is Chris Smith, Shambles Guru up in northern Thailand in Airport Plaza, one of the two big shopping malls. And this is an IT area on the 3rd floor. And I'm with some friends who got a new iPad. And we're going to see a demonstration of a protective screen being put on the iPad. Now I do like the shiny screen. It gives you really nice blacks. But if you're videoing it, or you want to cut down reflections, then it's a really good idea to put one of these screens, these plastic screens on the front. I have it on mine, and it does make it much easier to see, especially outside. Now I had mine done in Singapore when I first bought it a few months ago. This is a nice little trick. However much you clean it with a cloth and some liquid, the act of cleaning it usually creates static and attracts dust. So to use a little bit of sellotape to pick off the bits of dust that have been attracted by the static electricity is a great idea. What is interesting, I'm just smiling because I was looking at the packet. Often when you buy these packets, they have two of these protective screens in. I think the manufacturers make an assumption that we're all idiots and we're gonna really mess it up the first time we do it. It's interesting. iPads are not officially released in Thailand yet. It's right at the end of August now, 2010. But the shops here are all full of iPads and iPhone 4s, which aren't officially released here yet. So not only do we give it a good clean, you have to make sure that use a bit of sellotape to get rid of any dust particles that are left on there after the cleaning. And then just do this very carefully. And the way you did it, which was from the button end, I think actually that's quite important. So the hole for the button. And there is only one button on the front, of course. Is well aligned. Now this is a tricky bit. Actually, the reflection is really good. I can see the air bubbles there. So you need a bit of patience to do it. Just do it slowly. Sometimes you have to lift it up again. Be interested to see whether he does it here. You have to sort of pull it up a bit to get rid of those final bubbles. So there's quite a lot at this end still. I'm tempted to pause the camera, but that's when the exciting bit's going to happen. Okay, we're back. I think my batteries ran out just then, but being well prepared as I always am, I used to be a Boy Scout, I always carry a spare set of batteries. I'm using a flip camera with this, and it's an older model, and the nice thing with the older models is they work off 2 AA batteries. It's not just rechargeable. That's where rechargeable would lose out. Well, there's still reflections there. I try and get it deliberately, but not as bad as they were. That sellotape is obviously critical for doing this. you look back to the beginning of this video, you'll be able to compare the amount of reflections, and it's actually cut down a lot now. Apparently the downside of doing this is, and losing the really reflective screen, is that you lose out on the really deep blacks. So the contrast on any video you're looking at is not quite as high. But for me, that's not a debate. I think this is... if I was doing this, my heart would be skipping a beat now, because it's pulling it off to get rid of those last bubbles. Wow. It's pulling it off a long way to get rid of those last bits of dust and bubbles. Oh wait. Oh, I've just realised that two bits of plastic. Please ignore some of my comments over the last 2 minutes. That bit he just pulled off was a protection, a top protection on the protection. What an idiot I am. I wonder how many people around the world are going to put their protection on and left the protection on the protection. Right, well, you know where I'm going with this.
They had a hole in the protection.
You know where they were going with that.
Oh, it's very easy to see the effect of the screen. Nowhere near as glossy. How much was this to buy? How much was this? 1,000 baht.
This?
Yeah.
600.
Oh, 600. 600 baht. How many US dollars is that? 20? Little less than 20 US, yeah?
Camilla, if you want to rent the cake, you can.
That way. Oh, that's brilliant. So here ended the lesson. So I think this deserves a round of applause, boys and girls. Can you give them a round of applause? Come on. Is that it? Yes.
Buy me a beer.
Okay.